Hello everybody, welcome back to oldpocketknives.com, and today we are going to make our part 2 of our video where we looked at these knives from the collection. We are going to take a look at what is left. So let's start moving these guys out, and Millie, you can help me still. My daughter Millie here is going to help us.
Okay. First, I like this one.
All right, so Millie started out strong here with an old case peanut. This one is cool because it has the old red bone handles, so probably an older one. Let's see how old it is. Ooh, it's a case XX, which would date it from 1940 to 1965 or 1964. And let's see. Pattern number on the back, we have 6220, so 20 pattern would be a peanut, the last 2 digits. Try to open up both our blades here, get a good look at it. Good half stops there. Yes, so pretty nice. Looks like it has a bit of a pin crack there, but otherwise looking pretty nice. Pretty cool old knife. Again, peanut knives are pretty popular amongst collectors, even though they're kind of smaller, but a neat pattern nonetheless. Okay. All right, what's next, Millie?
Next. This one.
All right. Well, this one has seen a pocket for a long time. It's been worn smooth. Even the shield is almost gone. But it's a stag, genuine stag, which would have been more bumpy and textured at some point. But these little kind of pen knives were pretty popular from Case back in the day. Very strong blades here in terms of the springs. Kind of hard to get open, but again, another 1940 to 1964 knife. And the pattern number is that a 6235? Nope, that would be a 5233. 5 denotes stag, and then the 33 was the pattern. So that's kind of a neat one too. Let's listen to him snap here. Oh yeah, pretty strong. All right, nice little knife there. Okay, which is the next knife? Okay.
I like this one.
Okay, nice bigger one again here. So this is a wood-handled knife. This is a single blade. I believe the term that Case used was a pack-a-wood, which was like a composite wood. And obviously has aged pretty well. This is from the 1970s. I really can't tell how many dots are on there, but it looks to be at least 6, so maybe 1974, 73, something like that. This knife would have been made. It is the clasp hunter knife, 6165 SAB. Again, the SAB indicates the saber ground here, where it kind of tapers from that center edge on both sides. And once again, this knife has a real nice heavy snap to it. Yes, in part 1, we had another of the same pattern, the 2-blade version with stag handles. This one was from 1977, and this one's from a little bit earlier in the early 70s, maybe mid-70s. Note the difference with the Case shield. One has the sort of inner oval, the other one does not. All right, very cool. Put that one right here. All right, next knife, Mel.
Let's do this one.
All right, thank you. Okay, you can see the definitely bone handle here because it has those little bit of kind of natural variation that some of Case's bone had. Nice little jack here. Let's see, half stops. And let's see, while I have it open, 6232, so it's a 3-2 pattern, which, and again, this is, I think, sometimes called the Texas Jack. Texas medium jack or gun stock jack. Pretty good shape. Looks like 4 dots to me, so 1976. Again, nice little knife. It's got brass liners, nickel, silver, shield, and bolsters. We had another 32 pattern right here from part 1, which I had on hand. You can see the different colors of bone that Case used. Very different. This was pretty common in the 70s. It kind of lost its reddish color, that's for sure. But okay, cool. Another 32 pattern from the 70s. All right, Mill, next.
Okay, I'll do this one.
All right, another peanut. Green bone this time, which again, the shield is quite different. Looks like a newer variation of the Case knives. And if you look at the stamp, I believe this was a 2000 because of just the configuration of the Case XX, as well as the fact that it has 5 markings, dots and X's, would make it from the year 2000. They took away one of those markings every year, and since it has all 10, then it would be the year 2000. Okay, so let's just open those up. Interesting to note that the pattern number is on the pen blade, USA 6220, stainless steel SS, as opposed to being on the back of the older peanuts. Pretty neat looking knife, nice little green on that. Okay. Okay, next.
This one.
Okay, so yellow handles were pretty popular on Case knives, especially in the 70s. I think this one is also from the 70s. Yep, this one is a 1 dot, as you can see there, which would be 1979 with the Case XX USA. It's a pen knife, not a jack, because the blades are on either side, opposite sides of the knife. 03244, so this is a 4/4 pattern, kind of a serpentine, kind of curved blade shape there. A clip blade and a pen blade. Pretty simple knife. Not much snap there. No snap there. All right. Cool looking knife though. All right, next one, Millie.
This one.
Okay. So here, this is what Millie has handed me is a little jackknife, and let's see, this looks like it's from the 70s. It has the delrin handles, no grain there, so kind of looks like bone, but that's the kind of the easier way to tell. 62087. 887 is the pattern, which is a small serpentine jack. Serpentine refers to the handle being a little bit curved. But yeah, nice little knife. I like it. How many dots are we looking at? Let's call that 8 dots. So 1971, 72. I can't count them here on the spot, but nice 1970s jack with some good snap. Brass liners, nickel, silver, bolsters, and shield as usual. Brass pins. Good one.
I'll do this one.
Okay, so let's see. So Millie has handed me a little Stockman here, and you can see that the shield is different than the kind of the traditional 1970s Case shield there. Delrin handles, once again, not bone, but delrin. A little Stockman here. Let's see if I can get this open. Okay, little kind of muskrat clip blade here. Okay, so you see the stamp there indicates a 1980s knife. All the S's were in like, they had straight lines. They kind of look like lightning bolts, so this is called the lightning stamp. And it's got 2 dots, which I think means 1988. So again, they removed dots, 10 of them in 1980, 9 of them in 79, and so forth until you got to no dots. But anyways, this is a nice little Stockman here. Here's the pattern number on that one. This is a stainless steel because it said SS on it. Looks like 6'3", 033, so maybe a 33 pattern. Stainless steel SS on the blades. And neat little Stockman here. Looks pretty unused, right? Nice little knife. Good snap. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, another little peanut here. Let's see. Has kind of that a little bit different, like a variation of the 70s shield. So I'm not sure this is from the 70s. Let's check it out. Once again, the ever popular delrin handles here. Okay, so this is a 1990s knife. And you can see the kind of the long tail C there with the USA underneath, and it looks like 4 or 5 stamps. So this would be 1995 or so. And I think it's a stainless steel, given the look of the polish on the handles. Yep, it is, or on the handles, but the blades. 6220. Okay, the last peanut. So a little bit of a different variation on the 70s shield here. You can see it's like a little smaller, a little different shape. So I don't think this one is a 70s peanut, but it does have that composition, the delrin handles there. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this configuration was made during the 90s, that long tail C there with USA underneath, and then 4, it looks like, dots. So we'll call this 1996. Maybe it's 5. I can't tell right now. We'll call it 5. The kind of the lines on the blade give me the indication that it's a stainless steel blade, not the mirror polished or different kind of polishes that case had. And if we look at the pattern number, it is SS on the bottom, so it is a stainless 6220, so a 20 pattern once again. Nice little peanut here. I like it. Pretty simple. Doesn't look to have been used. 1995 or so. Cool. Good snap. All right. Let's put that one here. 2 more. All right. Thank you. Okay, what do we have? Another Stockman. And once again, we have delrin handles. Not a surprise, huh? A lot in this batch. Okay, so we're looking at an 80s version again here. You can see the stamp real nice there. I can't count those dots, but I'm going to say we're pretty close to 10 or 9, so we'll call it 80 or 81. This little Stockman here, let's open up the blade. We have our clip blade, we have our sheep foot blade, and just a pen blade here. Yeah, different looking kind of finish on these blades. So sometimes the stainless steel had that kind of interesting look to it. But yeah, note again on the shield there, it doesn't have the inner oval there that a lot of the other ones did. Sometimes that was more on their economy lines or economy knives, where they wouldn't kind of have, they'd have delrin handles and that sort of plain shield. But yeah, about 1980, again, you can see it's a 6344, so this is a 44 pattern, maybe a medium Stockman. A little bit of use, but has the traditional kind of finishes on a case knife here with brass liners, brass pins, nickel, silver shield, and bolsters. Good snap. Oh yeah. All right, nice one. All right, last but not least, Millie.
This one.
Okay, I bet you might have been looking at this, you case collectors, you knife likers and lovers out there, and saying, pick that one up, pick that one up. This one's definitely my favorite out of the bunch. It has one of the kind of the characteristics that knife collectors look for, especially case collectors, and it has this green bone handles, which were phased out probably in the 40s, I'd say. This is a very interesting knife with these bolsters, these sort of fancy bolsters here. The first thought I look at this, it kind of looks like a Barlow. But Barlows typically have a saw cut bone, which is kind of a smooth, kind of rustic cut to it. This has jigged bone, and it was called just a swell end jack. It's not really a swell end to me, but that's what I saw in the book. But anyways, let's take a look here. So it is a case XX stamp, which indicates 1940 to 64. I would say this is probably late 40s, given the fact that it has the green bone handles, and it also has the pattern number, which is an 05 there. As you can see, 6205. 6 is bone, 2 is the number of blades, and the 05 is the pattern. Really like this one. Very nice spear point blade, and a pen blade to accompany that. So this one, really like this one. Very cool, nice look. Again, not a Barlow, I guess, given the fact that it has jig bone handles, but pretty darn close with that big bolster on one side and then bare on the other. But there you go. That's a nice one. I like it. Millie, I want to thank you. You did a wonderful job handing all these knives to me. There you go. Let's kind of wrap up here. Okay, well, thank you for watching, guys. We finally emptied the box here, and make sure you check out part 1 of this, because we went through the first 10 or so in the collection. And thanks for sticking around and checking it out. What was your favorite knife, Millie, out of this group of 10 or 11?
I liked this one a lot too.
Okay.
And
That's my favorite.
I like this one.
Yeah, that green handle is a cool one, right? We don't really see that too much in the old knives at all, but Case did a lot of, kind of different colors with their bone, especially more recently. And what we say, this one was about year 2000, I believe, knife. So yeah, that's a neat little peanut. I agree. And again, I really like this one. Definitely like the clasp knife. And oh yeah, I forgot about the red bone on the peanut there. That's a neat one too. So that one's an early one, 1940 through 64. All right, very cool. Again, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you really enjoy this content. Hit the like button. And again, thanks for sticking around. Have a great day, and happy collecting. This is Jesse from Old Pocket Knives. See ya.